Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 98th book in our series. And I'm really excited. It had to happen. Mothman Goes to School. I have my Mothman Escape Room, Mothman 66 Escape Room t shirt on. I got my Mothman hat on. I'm really excited to be doing this book this morning. It's cute book. Mothman Goes to School. So let's get to it right away, shall we? Basil E. Bacorn, illustrated by Amber Tracy. So here we go. It's very, very cute. I'll talk a little bit about the Mothman thing after for those of you who don't know. So anyway, Mothman goes to school. See what happens here. Bright red eyes and fluffs of fur, little Mothman loves to stir. Little Mothman stirs all day until his mom says, "Put it away. Tomorrow's a big day, my dear. Tomorrow is the first day of the school year." So he's out there mixing mud with his stick, but his mom says, "No, you got more to do. You'll make new friends, so don't be shy. You'll learn new things, now don't you cry. New things can be scary, but trust in me. Be brave tomorrow, and I have no doubt you'll be happy." Little Dr. Susie here with the rhyme scheme, which is nice and familiar. Pops right along. Bright red eyes, and without a peep, little Mothman goes to sleep. In the night, dreams came to be, making Mothman so happy, dreaming of possibilities. He dreamed about school. He dreamed about fun. He even dreamed about the big, bright sun. At school, he'd meet so many kids, like werewolves or longnecks or half-human squids. In the past on the show, I've read a couple of books by Vix Hubbard about little cryptids that Mothman was included in. He knew about Bigfoot and Little Miss Nessie. Now he looked forward to new things to see. Bright red eyes and oh so delighted. Little Mothman was so excited. When morning came, he woke up in a hurry. He left his bed and got ready without worry. Eating breakfast is never a chore, except when you're impatient and can wait no more. First day of school, everybody knows what that's like. Ready in the car, ready to go. Why, oh, why was Mom being so slow? With his packed lunch, Mom walked to the car, but all Mothman hoped for was a nice chocolate bar. Chocolate to make the school day go by. Every day in high school, I had Three Musketeers and Pepsi for lunch. Bright red eyes and buckled up for the drive, little Mothman could not wait to arrive. They drove down the road as fast as lightning. If Mothman was younger, he'd have found it quite frightening. Now, this is interesting because Mothman, when he was first seen, well, not first seen, but the first really heavily documented experience of Mothman was November 15th, 1966. He chased a black 57 Chevy that was going reportedly 100 miles an hour. So this is kind of ironic that he'd be frightened with his mom driving. I'm sure she's not driving 100 miles an hour. Then the car came to a stop and Mothman's heart began to drop. The building was bigger than he ever was told, and suddenly he wished for someone to hold. Oh man, we moved unexpectedly just weeks before I started high school. I started new high school knowing no one. Into the school, Mothman went with great fright, and soon Mothman realized something wasn't quite right. Bright red eyes and covered in hair, little Mothman was the only moth there. This reminds me when Mothman, I don't know, if he really is an interdimensional being, which I think that he is, coming through that portal and into the earth plane must have been absolutely frightening for him. He looked all around and hoped for the best. Instead, he still found he did not match the rest. Just human kids and nothing more, all looking like they'd never seen a monster before. And that's what happened. People were so frightened. A woman named Marcella Bennett dropped her 2-year-old in the driveway. She was so frightened when she saw him in 1966. Some pretended not to care, while others didn't wait to stop and stare. One group looked nice enough to ask to play, but before Mothman got there, they all ran away. So the author's done a really nice job of tying this in with the experience in 1966 from Mothman's perspective. Bright red eyes and all alone, little Mothman kicked a stone. But then just so he had an idea so great, he just have to be a moth that no one could hate. And no one does. Most popular cryptid in the entire world, Mothman is. So during recess, Mothman took to the sky, but that only made a scared child cry. Next, Mothman tried to play catch instead, which ended with a ball hitting a kid in the head. Not good. First day of school. Now Mothman sat under a big oak tree all by himself because he was just too scary. As Mothman cried, a voice said, "Hello, why spend time crying when you could be playing tic-tac-toe?" So that's all it takes. It's like the book last week. It just takes one to say, "Yes, I'll be your friend." Bright red eyes and happy to play. Little Mothman could play tic tac all day. Well, again, this is exciting. 2009 was the first time I ever went to Point Pleasant, West Virginia. As I said, I am the designer of the Mothman 66 escape room, a 5-star escape room. It's been open for, I think, about 10 months now. All really great reviews, tells the story of Mothman, all the major players, the researchers, and all of that. I'm also working on a trilogy of books. Mothman Was Here is the name of one of them that'll be coming out. I've also written a play. I've also written a musical based on Mothman, lectured about him and Point Pleasant and the phenomena. It's amazing how this cryptid resurrected this town. So that's it. 98. We're just 2 away from 100. And next week, it's going to be Angus McGregor, the pirate, is going to be reading you a nautical book. And then the 100th book will also be Angus. And then I think I'm going to go forward. A lot of people are really glad to see this back. This program, it was on hiatus for almost a year, but we're back. We're going to finish through 100. So really cool book. Basil A.E. Bacorn and Amber Tracy did a wonderful job with Mothman. So there you go. Everybody have a terrific day. I forgot last week, but I'm going to do it. Just the little outro. So bye-bye.